Hey, I'm Anton, and today I'm back with another episode of GTA 5 Cars. On today's episode, I'm going to be driving the Jaguar F-PACE luxury crossover SUV. And as always, I'm going to get started here by giving you a bit of a closer look here at the vehicle. We're going to talk about the real-life car, and then we're going to do our time trial run from the entrance here to Fort Zancudo down to Grapeseed. Now, in the previous video when we featured the Ford GT, I asked you guys to go into the comments and let me know how fast you think Jaguar will make it. And a lot of you had guesses somewhere in about a 3.5 minute mark, 3:20, 3:30, 3:45. So I got my work cut out for me because it is quite a haul to get from Fort Zancudo down to Grapeseed. So we're gonna see what happens, and somebody at the end of this video is gonna get a shout out for being the closest. So without further ado, let's get right into it and let's take a look here at the Jaguar F-PACE. Jag. It's no longer an old man mobile, especially with the design and styling changes that Jaguar made about 10 years ago. And now, for the first time in their 80-year history, Jaguar has created a luxury sport utility vehicle called the F-PACE. This ain't some SUV where you pack up your walker into and head down to play bingo at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The F-PACE puts sport into the term sport utility vehicle. It's quick, handles well, and is a surprisingly good off-roader. There are 7 different engine options to choose from, starting with a 163 horsepower 4-liter diesel engine and going all the way up to a whooping 380 horsepower supercharged V6, which will take the F-PACE from 0 to 60 in just 5.5 seconds. The exterior looks are pure Jaguar, with J-shaped daytime running lights and a large square grille up front, and in the back you'll find a set of slender taillights inspired by the F-Type sports car. Inside there is a bright and airy cabin thanks to the panoramic roof, and while the finishes might not be as nice as the ones you find on a Mercedes GLC or Volvo XC60, it's still a nice place to be in. There is a 380-watt stereo system to pump out your banging tunes. No, maybe not. And you do get a nice big touchscreen display in the center with navigation, entertainment, and reverse video camera so you don't break your hip while backing up. And when you upgrade to the technology pack, the gauge cluster turns into a 12.3-inch virtual instrument display, which is completely configurable. There is 4-zone climate control and heated and cooled Taurus leather seats to ensure that your butt stays the right temperature all year round. Starting at about $40,000, the Jaguar F-PACE is definitely a cut above your average sport utility vehicle. It does a great job at putting just as much emphasis on sport as on utility. So there you go, there's the Jaguar F-PACE, and as you can see, RsMods, the creator, the modder of this vehicle, did an awesome job putting this vehicle in the game. It looks absolutely stunning, and now I cannot wait to take it from Fort Zancudo down to Grapeseed. So let's get her down to the starting line and let's see how fast we can get down to the gas station in Grapeseed. Here we are in the starting line. We're ready to go. Let's do our countdown. 3, 2, 1, go! Smashing right through the gate as we come out of Fort Zancudo. Here we are on this little access road, approaching US Route 1. Let's try to get onto US Route 1 here. We have a lot of traffic out here now. We're not going to be on US Route 1 for much longer because we are going off-road right up here and try to get through the traffic. Whoa, watch out there for that vehicle. All right, here we are now in the off-road portion of our run. And I'm going to try to take it easy here because as you can see, we have this little tiny teensy retaining wall on our left-hand side, and it's so easy to go over it and end up in the ocean, and we do not want to do that because that will be the end of our time trial run. So we're going to take it easy right down here, coming through the turns right there. All-wheel drive working hard here to keep the F-PACE on the road as we're sliding and bumping and bopping all over the place, coming down to a Zancudo River. And now we're going to open her back up a little bit, put that 380 horsepower to good use, and try to make up some of the time we lost coming down that hill. Here we go, trying to keep it together right here on this turn. Very nice. Again, all-wheel drive working really hard out here on this off-road portion. Here, it's kind of a sandy, dirty surface, so we don't have a lot of grip out here, but we're trying our best. And now we're approaching what is probably the toughest part of this course. This is where the road gets really twisty and really bumpy, so we have to be very careful here on all of these turns. Otherwise, we're going to end up in the canyon on our left-hand side where you see that waterfall, as we're now coming under the railroad bridge through these turns like that. Watch out for this one right here. This is where it gets really bumpy. As you can see right there, the Jaguar F-PACE there barely maintaining. What are all these people doing out here? Get out of the way. We don't want you. Get out of the way. Almost got run over. All right, we're out of the mountains here and we're back on the dirt road again though. But now we have traffic, so this is where it gets interesting. While we do not have the crazy turns we did have up on the mountain, we now have traffic, and there's some really tight turns out here, actually. Oh, watch out for that biker. Oh, man, he must be really pissed. We do have some really tight turns here on this dirt road, so we'll do our best to try to keep it together here. There's another SUV getting in the way. Get out of the way, man. I'm on a time run. All right, let's try to get here. We're going to try to open her up, get a little bit more speed as we come down to another turn. Watch out for that pickup truck. This is a really tight turn right here. There is the all-wheel drive working overtime yet again. All right, here we go, coming up on another tight turn. This is like the land of the tight turns here. Whoa, a little bit wide there, but that's okay. We're able to keep it together, avoid that vehicle. Watch out for these cars. All right, let's get up the hill here. All right, here we go. More vehicles out here. All right, we're getting closer to Grapeseed. Getting closer to Grapeseed. Keep it together. Keep it together. So far, so good. Do not want to lose control out here. Here's another one. Oh, there you go. I see the pavement. I see the pavement. This is going to be our last tight turn coming up right there as we get right into Grapeseed. Let's make that turn, and we are now on pavement. There we go. Finish line. I can see it. I can see the finish line. It is coming up right here and across the line. Whoa, and I flew right out of the F-PACE here. Wow, let's see how fast we did that. We did that in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So that's how fast the Jaguar F-PACE can get down from Fort Zancudo down to Grapeseed. And let's see who's going to get the shout out. And the shout out is going to go to Dieter Macalinao, all the way from the Philippines. He guessed it right on the dot, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So shout out to you, Dieter. Thank you very much for guessing. Look how close that was. Honorable mentions will go to, looks like it's going to be Soldier Boy 03, who guessed 3 minutes and 35 seconds. And then Jakari Harris came very close as well. Jakari got the shout out last episode on the Ford GT, and he guessed 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So honorable mention there to both Soldier Boy and Jakari Harris. They were literally 5 minutes, or 5 seconds rather, 5 seconds apart on that guess, but 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and shout out there to Dieter. Now, if you want a shout out in the next episode, I will be driving the Infiniti Q70, and I'm gonna drive it through some different hills. We're gonna take it through the hills of Vinewood, and I'm gonna start at the observatory, which is overlooking Los Santos, and we're gonna take it all the way down. We're gonna race it all the way down to the Gentleman's Club in the Strawberry Davis area, the Vanilla Unicorn Club there in the Strawberry Davis area. So if you want to shout out in the next video, make sure you head out into the comments down below for this video and post your guess how fast you think the Infiniti Q70 will get down from the observatory through the hills of Vinewood into that Gentleman's Club. And I will give you a shout out if you are the closest on the next episode. Guys, that is it. That is going to do it for this episode of GTA 5 Cars. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that little notification bell right next to it. That way you get notified every time I go live. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And as always, I will catch you on the next episode. Bye.